Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
High school basketball here tonight on yourliveevent.com, featuring the Kindred Vikings going up against the South Prairie-Max Royals here tonight. And this is our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. I'm Chase Miller with you inside the Jamestown Civic Center. Just saw moments ago the Valley City Highliners down the Thompson Tommies 60-52 to make their way to the championship game tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Thompson will play at 3 o'clock. Earlier today, games that have gone final: Rugby over Devils Lake by 2 in the consolation semis, and Hazen defeated Watford City 43-33. So 7th place, Devils Lake, Watford City at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Rugby Hazen at 11:45. 3rd place game at 3 with Thompson against 2 be determined. And then from there, Valley City will await in the championship. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll dive into the matchup a little bit more between the Royals and the Vikings here on our pregame, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance.
United Valley Bank's initials are UVB, and that B is a verb that helps people just like you succeed. UVB amazing, with the support of our powerful financial tools, friendly bankers, and local decision makers. UVB adventurous. UVB the best version of you.
It's all about you. United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
High school basketball here tonight on yourliveevent.com. The South Prairie-Max Royals, 3 straight years that they've made the state semifinals for South Prairie-Max, looking for their second championship game in the last 3 years. 2 years ago, they lost to Devils Lake in the championship. Last year, they made it their way through to the semis, lost to Valley City 60-59 in the semifinals before beating Devils Lake for 3rd place for South Prairie-Max. In Region 3, coming into the tournament, they were 5-0 against the state tournament field, and they are the #1 seed here in this one. Last year, Scotty Beck and Riley Rutledge, all tournament selections last year, back here this season for South Prairie-Max. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, 3 state championships in program history. South Prairie-Max looking for that elusive first championship for the Royals. Vikings with titles in 2027, 2019, and 2022 here for Kindred. They're looking to make a state championship game for the first time since 2022, in which they went 26-0, beating Beulah in the quarters, beating Shiloh in the semis, and Grafton to win the State B Girls Basketball Championship back in 2022. Senior Athlete of the Year is Liza Trembeth. Then you also have an all-region selection in Miss Sierra Nipstead as well. For the Kindred Vikings, first matchup between these two programs here this season between the Royals and the Kindred Vikings. We'll take a quick timeout. We come back. Players to watch out for. That is next here inside the Jamestown Civic Center.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
High school basketball continues here on YourLiveEvent.com for the Kindred Vikings and alongside the South Prairie-Max Royals as we dive into the matchup a little bit more. Kindred defeated Hazen in what was a prototypical 4-5 matchup. Close throughout, and the Kindred Vikings picked up a 56-54 victory over the Bison. Liza Trembeth had 27 points, 3 triples. Sierra Nipstead with 16 points and 6 rebounds in the win for Kindred. The Vikings shot 43% from the floor. They went 5 of 23 from beyond the arc and 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Someone that played large was Kate Odegaard, the sophomore forward. She was everywhere, both offensively and defensively, getting loose balls, having second chance opportunities, diving on the deck for a jump as well for the Kindred Vikings. Well, for the South Prairie-Max Royals, they got a bunch of horses here for South Prairie-Max, and head coach Corey McIver with a mark of 24 wins and 1 loss. The season opening game was a loss for South Prairie-Max at the hands of the Carrington Cardinals, 54-47. That was back on December the 1st. Since then, they haven't lost. They've won 24 straight, including a 75-25 dismantling of Watford City yesterday, as the eye test, the best team at state after one day, was the number 1 seed in South Prairie-Max and the Royals. They went 10 of 23 from the three-point line. Scotty Beck with 19 points and 6 rebounds in the win for South Prairie-Max, a club that shot 45% from the floor. They went 5 of 7 from the free throw line and 10 of 23 from beyond the arc here for South Prairie-Max. And one who did not miss was Gunville. She went 4 of 4 from the stripe for South Prairie-Max. It's South Prairie-Max and the Kindred Vikings. It's a lot of blue here in this contest, as South Prairie-Max will be out in their white attire, their white uniforms. Royals across the front, outlined in blue, while for outlined in black. While for the Kindred Vikings in their dark blue uniforms, the black numerals and lettering outlined in white with Kindred across the front here for head coach Sam Brandt and the Kindred Vikings. Your out-of-town scoreboard here across the way up at the State B Girls Basketball Tournament earlier today. Lemoore Litcho Marion will play for a title after defeating last year's state champ 57-29 in Benson County. They'll match up with Central McLean, who defeated Lewis and Clark Berthold 47-37. Consolation semifinals, Washburn gets by Edgeley Cullum Montpelier 43-29. So EKM will play for 7th place their opponent, whether it be Flasher or Linton HMB. WDA earlier, semifinal round action. Bismarck Century gets my Mandan on the girls bracket, Minot over Bismarck High in the other semi. Loser out games, Bismarck Legacy defeats Williston by 3, and Jamestown over St. Mary's by 3 points in the other loser out. So in the WDA tomorrow, it'll be Mandan, Jamestown in one state qualifier, Bismarck High and Legacy in the other. Minot will play Century for the EDC Tournament Championship, in the WDA Tournament Championship. In the EDC, Cheyenne goes up against Red River in a state qualifier. Shanley will square off with West Fargo in another state qualifier, and Horace will tangle with the Fargo Davies Eagles. That's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard from across the state of North Dakota. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this here on our pregame show. We'll get you ready for the starting lineups. For more information and get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve, go to IRE Insurance. From auto to commercial to benefits insurance, go to IREINS.com. That again is IREINS.com to get a free quote started today. Starting lineups and the opening tip inside the Jamestown Civic Center. That is next from the Buffalo City.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, Or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
High school basketball today here on YourLiveEvent.com. Time on the floor brought to you in part by, or starting lineups, on the floor brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life with great careers, quality products, grower owned. Go to crystalsugar.com. Again, that's crystalsugar.com. It's the 1-4 matchup, the 1 being the Kindred Vikings, the 4 being the Kindred Vikings, and the 1 being the Royals of South Prairie-Max, as Kindred will go like this. Liza Trembett, the 5'11 senior forward, with Sierra Nipstead, the 5'11 sophomore forward. From there, Ivy Trembett, the 5'9 sophomore guard, with Kate Odegaard, the 5'7 sophomore forward, and Collins McQuillan, the 5'9 sophomore guard. Again, Liza Trembett, Sierra Nipstead, Ivy Trembett, Kate Odegaard, and Collins McQuillan for head coach of the Kindred Vikings, Sam Brandt, with a mark of 20 wins and 5 losses on the season. Kindred averaging 67 points per game defensively, giving up 48 points per contest here for the Vikings. For the Royals of South Prairie-Max, Corey McIver, the head coach, with a mark of 24-1 on the season. They're literally doubling up their opposition this year, averaging 74 points per game defensively, giving up 38 points per contest. As the Royals will go like this: Riley Rutledge, a 5'10 junior guard, followed by Macy Talbot, the 5'9 senior guard for Macy. You got Scotty Beck, the 6-foot senior center, with Brianna Rose, the 5'10 senior forward, and Abigail Mickelson, the 5'10 senior forward. Rutledge, Talbot, Beck, Rose, Mickelson here in this contest for head coach Corey McIver and the South Prairie Royal Max. Number 1 seed, a team that has been awfully good in the last couple of seasons here for South Prairie-Max. 2 years ago, 24-4. Last year, 26-2. And they have a chance this season to go 26-1 if they can beat Kindred, and also if they can win tomorrow night in the championship game against Valley City. For the Kindred Vikings, last 3 years, 17-7, 19-6, and this year it's getting better with 20 wins now here for Kindred. You got Liza Trembeth in the circle, you got Rose in the circle. Let's get this second semifinal underway. Opening tip and be at 8:28 on a Friday night as we get you into the weekend. One more day, and the State A and State B girls are wrapped up. We'll get to our spring calendar portion coming up as we spring forward a little bit as well with our clock. Saturday night into Sunday morning, the South Prairie-Max Royals and the Kindred Vikings get you ready for game number 2 of the State A semis. And those are our starting lineups, again brought to you in part by American Crystal Sugar Company. This one is up and underway as the Royals will come away with it. And the Vikings will be in this 1-3-1 zone as the Royals will see this one out of Beck Back to the baseline to Rutledge. Beck will get it back left and inside. Nipstead playing the top of the zone. Gets the steal. Finds it up the floor as it goes to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth in transition. Up and in for two. And if the Vikings can do that, this will be a good Kindred affair as the Vikings take the opening 2 points on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. As they do, they will see this one zip across the way. Left-handed side. As this will be a three-pointer. As the three-pointer is going to be up and in for the South Prairie-Max Royals and nearly get the steal. As Sierra Nipstead will see it back up top in a timeout for head coach of the Kindred Vikings. That is Sam Brandt. Time on the floor early in this one for Kindred. Just want to reassess the situation here for the Vikings.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
You need a bear in there.
check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Sam Brandt with an early timeout brought to you in part by Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Company, your agents with answers in Nelson County and Grand Forks, and that is Chris Moe, Nodak Insurance Company. As they'll see this one tip, Nipstead gets it left and inside to Trembeth. Now it goes to Collins McQuillan, back to Nipstead, blocked shot on the way. That's by Rutledge, and it will be South Prairie-Max. We'll see it with the basketball as they push it up the floor. Left-handed side here with Talbot, able to skip it near side to Scotty Beck. Beck will zip this one left wing as the Royals give a high post touch as they see it with Rutledge. Rutledge at the left-handed side will utilize the basketball. Deep three on the way for Beck off the mark. Rebound comes down. Rose will see this, wrapped around by Collins McQuillan, and this will stay for the South Prairie-Max Royals. As this contest with 6:46 left to play in the opening quarter, a 3-2 advantage here for South Prairie-Max. The Vikings got the opening possession, got a steal and score as they work inside to Rose. Rose able to finish. She's got it on the interior, and South Prairie-Max now has a 5-2 edge. Trembeth in the front court, left and inside goes Liza. Liza with the left hand off the window, no. Rebound is loose, and coming away with it is Rutledge, but it gets tipped out to Ivy Trembeth for two. So Ivy Trembeth gets 2 points here for the Kindred Vikings as they're back within one. Rose up the near sideline. We'll see it right baseline. Through the double team, it's on the deck, and we're going to get a foul. We will. This will be on Ivy Trembeth, her first, and the team's first here for the Kindred Vikings with 6:17 left to play in this first quarter of play. Royals to inbound it. Ball gets subbed. Swung in on the interior to Rutledge, and Riley Rutledge able to finish for two from the left block as South Prairie-Max, as they did in the first game, shooting well early on here in this state semifinal in the opening quarter. Liza Trembeth will shoot the three-pointer. That goes long. Nipstead with it. Jumper from 17, and Rutledge gets the blocked shot. So Sierra had a quick chance on a second chance opportunity on that one. Couldn't convert. As this will make its way through. As Nipstead on the inbounds will utilize it up top to Collins McQuillan. Back to right-hand side. There's a three-pointer up for Kindred. That's going to go long after the attempt by Ivy Trembeth. Rebound here to Rose. South Prairie-Max wants to run. Talbot will see this left and inside. Good pass on the interior, up and in. As Mickelson was able to finish with 2 points with the left hand from the left block. South Prairie-Max leads it by two. South Prairie-Max leads it by 5. Nipstead wants to make it 2 and does. Sierra Nipstead with her first three-pointer of the tournament, and it's now 9-7. 5:28 left to play here in the opening quarter. The Kindred Vikings in their dark blue attire, the Royals in their home whites. Ball gets swung right-hand side to Talbot. Double team comes. Able to get this one up and over on the pass to Beck. Left of the key. Three-pointer hits the lip of the rim. Rebound is loose and right to Kate Odegaard, who comes away with the rebound. Liza Trembeth in the front court. Slips this one to Collins. Back to Nipstead. Nipstead to Ivy. Extra pass Liza for the lead. Three-pointer off the side of the rim. Rebound coming down here to Macy. Talbot wants to push in transition. Does left and inside. We'll see it to Mickelson. Now to Rose. Rose makes her way to the paint, and there's going to be a foul. Foul on Kindred as the Vikings will see this with a media timeout on the floor. That will be on Ivy Trembeth, her second, team second. Media timeout on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 4:48 left to play in the first quarter. South Prairie-Max leads it by 2.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized with special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. And for more on high school sports, simply go to our website, yourliveevent.com. Check out our complete schedule with Minnesota postseason basketball, upcoming North Dakota boys postseason basketball games over the next couple weeks as well. Or you can simply go to our YouTube channel, hit like on our YouTube channel, any particular game link that you see. You can share it, that and more, again, on your live event. 9-7, South Prairie-Max up by 2 as Rose will head to the free throw line. 1 of 2 so far in the tournament for Brianna Rose, the 5'10 senior forward. South Prairie-Max loses a good chunk next year with 4 seniors on the roster. Rose hits the first one. She's got 3. As the Royals able to see that one go up and in. Second free throw attempt on the way for Rose is also up and good, as now it's a 4-point contest here. Nipstead front court taking a couple of dribbles here, leaves it right-handed side. That'll go to Kate Odegaard, slips this one now left wing to Peterson. Back to Nipstead. Sierra takes 2 hard dribbles to the right short corner, looking to spin. Double team comes with Rutledge, and we'll get a jump ball with the arrow to stay with Kindred. Good job by Rutledge to come in on the double after Mickelson was able to get there defensively and then immediately come in and try to trap Nipstead. Ball gets inbounded here to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth takes the screen. Jumper from the left elbow, up and short. Rebound comes down to Rose as Rose wants to get out here for the Royals, up by 4. Rose left-handed side to Beck. Beck will see this back to Rose. It's tipped in underneath, and coming away with it for a second is Kindred. South Prairie-Max gets the ball right back as they working around the world to Rutledge with a deep 3 from the right wing off the backboard. No. Rebound comes down to Odegaard. Peterson. We'll see this to Nipstead. Nipstead in transition, making her way in the front court. Sierra, top of the key as Gunville, newly inserted, will guard it. Sierra, 3-pointer here for Kindred, in and out, no good by Peterson. Rebound on the way to Scotty Beck. Beck in the front court, leaves it right-hand side to the aforementioned Gunville. She'll launch. The 3-pointer is long. Rebound here to Mathis. Mathis outlet floor to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth going one-on-one with Rutledge. Trembeth able to spin. Shoot shot is up and off the iron. Rebound here comes down to Scotty Beck. Now it's to Rose. Rose the other side of the floor. Makes her way to the paint. Off the window. Can't get it to go. Liza Trembeth will come away with a defensive rebound. Up and over on a pop pass to Nipstead. It's a 2-on-2 Sierra. Little hesitation move. Nipstead inside the paint. Shot is up. No. Rebound comes down here to Rutledge. Both teams getting up and down the floor, but neither were able to make anything over the last 45 seconds of game action here, with 3:10 left to play in the first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Beck skips it. Rutledge left-handed side. Back to Beck. Beck with a dribble wraparound pass. Rutledge left wing triple is up and in. Riley Rutledge with her second 3-pointer of the tournament. She's got 5. Give the assist by Beck, and it's a double up here for South Prairie-Max. Liza Trembeth to Sierra. Nipstead to the right wing. Leaves it right baseline. Here's a Peterson 3-pointer off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. And we get immediate timeout on the floor. 2:43 to play in the first quarter. South Prairie-Max up by 7 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
(14-7), South Prairie-Max with the advantage late in the first quarter of play here. It's the State A Girls Semifinals on YourLiveEvent.com. In the B, it's going to be Central McLean going up against Lemoore Litchfield-Marion. In the A, we know Valley City has made it, just a matter of who they'll play, as we'll get a kick ball. South Prairie-Max could win against Kindred, or vice versa. Kindred could win against the Royals, and if you can win against Valley City, we'll have a new champ 3 consecutive seasons in the A, as we'll have a new champ for 3 consecutive seasons in the B. But first things first, you got to get by this game and try to see if you can beat Valley City. There's a lazy pass by Rutledge, thrown away by Trembeth. It's 2-on-1. Trembeth, a little Euro step, block shot, but there's a foul. Rutledge will pick it up, her first, team's first, and Trembeth will head to the free throw line. Liza, a 77% free throw shooter at the line to shoot 2 here for the Kindred Vikings. Liza, free throw attempt, gets the shooter's roll. First free throw of the night here for Kindred, as we'll see Mickelson to check in. Free throw attempt number 2 on the way for Trembeth is pure. Now 14-9 here in this first quarter of play as Rutledge in the backcourt. A full court press by Kindred. As this goes to back up top, we'll wrap it around now to Gunville. Gunville leaves it left inside, 3-pointer from the left wing. No, rebound is loose, ball gets deflected in the hands here of Mickelson. As it gives it back up top on the weave now to back bounce pass at the high post to Rutledge. Rutledge runs into a wall, and that wall is Peterson. Nipstead gets the steal. Sierra goes up the floor. Block shot by Rutledge. Nipstead gets the ball back as Sierra looking back cut finds it. Liza Trembeth off the window, up and in for 2. Trembeth has 6, and the Vikings with 4 consecutive points have made this a 3-point contest. Beck, front court. We'll see this now left inside. Talbot back to the baseline here. Couple of dribbles on the way for Mickelson. Mickelson gets fouled, and she will head to the line. Abigail 1 of 2 from the free throw, or 2 for 2 from the free throw line so far here in this tournament. On their line to shoot 2. Foul will be the 3rd on the Kindred Vikings, and the 1st on Peterson. As we'll see, the free throw attempt on the way by Mickelson is up and in. South Prairie-Max now 3 of 3 from the stripe so far here in this first quarter. And we'll see the second free throw attempt on the way for the Royals is going to go long. Rebound here to Kindred as the Vikings will see it now to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth up and over the pass to Nipstead. Sierra with it at the right wing. Sierra off the window in transition, got it to go. Nipstead now with 5, and the Vikings are back within 2. 80 seconds to play in the first quarter of the State A semifinal. Rutledge, we'll see this here in the front court. Looking to get by Nipstead. 1-3-1 zone continues by the Vikings. Ball gets skipped right inside Gunville. Jumper, baseline, got it. Able to break the 1-3-1 with the cross-court skip to Gunville from the right baseline. That was deep from 17 feet. Nipstead right-hand side, able to spin. Rutledge on the guard, taking a screen to Sierra. Sierra with the floater up, and can't get the shooter's roll. Rebound to Rutledge. Rutledge using up the dribble as they see this one now to Talbot. Quickly up the floor to Gunville. Gunville at the baseline, left-handed side to Talbot. Able to skip it to Rutledge here as they leave it right-hand side to Beck. Double team comes to Rutledge. Rutledge at the right-handed side with it. She'll launch a 3-pointer short. Rebound comes out, and Nipstead will handle it. Sierra Nipstead slows it up for the Kindred Vikings as they will have 3 new subs coming in on the next step ball. Gunville on the guard of Sierra. Nipstead with a couple of dribbles crossing over right to left on the ankle. Sierra takes the screen looking for a little flare. Gives this one down to Trembeth. Liza at the top between the circles. Trembeth goes behind the back on Beck. Couple of dribbles here for Trembeth. Liza, turnaround jumper from the left, elbow short. Rebound here, 1 to South Prairie-Max. They got 10 seconds now to Beck. Beck will see it left-handed side. Takes it right on Liza. Left-handed scoop shot, no. Rebound to Mathis. Now to Nipstead with 3 seconds. Nipstead behind the back. Nipstead half-court heave. Good if it goes. Off the front iron. And that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. It's South Prairie-Max 17, Kindred 13 after the opening 8 minutes in the State A semis.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
After one quarter play here on YourLiveEvent.com from the State A Girls Basketball Semifinals. It's the South Prairie-Max Royals. 5 players in the scoring column in that first quarter, led by the 5 points of Rutledge. While on the opposite side for the Kindred Vikings, led by the 6 of Liza Trembeth, who's 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and Nipstead nearly drained one from half court just off the front iron. But the Kindred Vikings will start with the basketball here in this second quarter, a play down by 4. As for South Prairie-Max and Kindred, they both have settled in nicely into this game. And the question for the Royals, as any team has been going up against Kindred, what can you do against a 1-3-1 zone? And so far, the skips that they've been able to get, particularly from a wing to an opposite corner, has resulted in some good shot selections as South Prairie-Max comes out trapping in the half court. Liza Trembeth, right block off the window, runner no. Rebound here for the Vikings by Ivy, now to Nipstead. Nipstead left-handed side to Ivy Trembeth. McQuillan posting up on the interior as they see this one now to Odegaard to the paint. Right-handed scoop and a block shot on the way as that will be blocked out by Mickelson. So Mickelson does a good job on the block. Odegaard on the drive. 26 seconds on the shot clock here. As they see this right-handed side, Nipstead right pocket, three-pointer long. Rebound will take one hard dribble or bounce out, and it will be last touch here by the Royals. As Kindred will inbound the basketball, as they will with Nipstead. And Nipstead's going to be in a precarious situation here, as she is about as far to the baseline and as close to the sideline as you can get before they two intersect. Liza Trembeth at the left wing gets it on the inbounds. Takes a screen, the Royals switch. Trembeth crossing over left to right. Trembeth to the paint with the runner up and off the iron. No. Rebound is loose, and eventually Mickelson will come away with it. Quickly up the floor to Talbot. They see it right-hand side now to Rush. As this one goes to Rosh, right-hand side. Right wing, three-pointer is going to go long. Rebound is loose. Rose will battle for it on the interior. It's still on the left baseline, picked up by South Prairie-Max as they will see this one now to Beck. Back left-handed side to the left wing to Talbot. Talbot gives it back now to Scotty. Back here at the high post. They leave it left-handed side. There's the left wing to the right block, and they got it to go. You get the reversal once, you move the defense, and boom, there it is. Rose now has 6. Liza Trembeth, left-handed side to Nipstead. Nipstead in transition, the rainbow 3. That'll go long. Rebound, though, to Ivy. Back to Nipstead here, and Nipstead will find it to Liza. 6:35 left to play in the first half. Trembeth at the right of the key. As Trembeth will see this at the left wing. Liza, a couple of dribbles here. They come into a double with Rose, left-handed side. This one goes to Odegaard. Odegaard taking the screen at the left wing, able to skip this one now to Ivy, back to Collins. McQuillan on the inside, goes through a teammate's hands, but finds Liza. Jumper from 16 is off. Rebound by Rose, and she wants to push in transition. Mickelson to the paint, left block up and in for 2. Mickelson has 5, and the South Prairie-Max Royals lead it by 8. 6:03 left to play here in this first half. It's South Prairie-Max on the precipice of trying to get up by double digits. Left-handed side, Ivy Trembeth now to Collins. McQuillan will see it to Nipstead. Nipstead with the left wing triple, that goes long. Rebound 1 here to the Royals, as that'll be 1 on the way to Scotty Beck. Beck up the floor, near side to Talbot, able to see this one through the hands, and this will be a turnover here on the Royals. As Rutledge will quickly come back into the game, as they will see this for South Prairie-Max. As Rutledge, that 5'10 junior guard frame, here on the way again for South Prairie-Max as they leave it left-handed side. Ball will go to the right wing, and this one on the drive will be Kate Odegaard, and she will shoot 2 free throws on the way. So free throws upcoming here for the Kindred Vikings as Kate Odegaard heads to the line, the 5'7" sophomore forward. As for Kindred, they're 2 of 2 from the free throw line tonight, and they'll make them 2 of 3. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Kindred with Odegaard. As Kate, right-handed toss on the second one, gets it to go. Gets in the scoring column. Now the Vikings have 4 players in the scoring column. Little football score midway through this second quarter, 21-14. South Prairie-Max left-hand side, sees it to Mickelson. Bounce pass across the way, ends up with Rutledge. Rutledge at the right baseline, skips it left to the wing. They work it around. Mickelson, the southpaw, three-pointer, no. Rebound comes down, and eventually Rose will say, give me that, from her teammate in Rao. Bounce pass, left-hand side, Rutledge. Rutledge goes between the legs, step through, skip near side. Here is a deep three-pointer from the wing off the front iron. Rose put back from 7 feet, off the back of the rim, can't get it. Rutledge gets another rebound here, and the Royals will have another reset of a fresh 35 on the shot clock. Talbot skips it to Rutledge to the baseline. Left-handed side, Mickelson. Mickelson tiptoes the end line. Right pocket three is up, and that will go short. Rebound, though, for Rao, who gets fouled, and the Royals will head to the stripe. Immediate timeout of Flores. Rao will head to the free throw line when we come back. South Prairie-Max leads it by 7 here in Jamestown.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed. We're that kind of seed company.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility wants you to enjoy the events in the communities of our area. Here's to living the sweet life. American Crystal Sugar, Drayton.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com inside the Jamestown Civic Center. 21-14 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard here in this one, as we'll have 2 free throws on the way for Rao again here for South Prairie-Max. Again, 24-1 of the season for the Royals. The Vikings at 20-5 entering play here tonight. Kindred with the win over Hazen last night, while South Prairie-Max able to take care of the Watford City Wolves yesterday in the quarterfinals. Rao free throw is going to be off the iron. As we'll see, free throw attempt number 2 upcoming here for the junior forward. Rao, second one. Gonna go long, box out is loose. Mickelson will come away with it. Right-hand side, Gunville with the pass. Rose, right baseline, three-pointer is up. That'll go long. Rebound to Nipstead here. Sierra able to climb away with it. Double team comes. Outlet Peterson sees it up the floor as they give it now to Mathis. Right-hand side, three-pointer is it was halfway down after the attempt by Odegaard. Rao will come away with it as South Prairie-Max will see this one to Mickelson. Mickelson weaving her way to the left wing. Mickelson with a jab step. Here comes a double team to Rose. Zips it now to Rutledge. Rutledge left-handed side. This is going to get tipped and intercepted. Liza Trembeth goes the other side of the floor. Trembeth slip pass inside Nipstead. Right-handed scoop for 2. Nice pass for Liza Trembeth. Nipstead now with 7, and the Vikings are back within 5. Rutledge sees this one to Gunville near sideline right in front of us here on Media Row. Back to Rutledge. Rutledge takes a couple of dribbles, crossing over right to left as Rutledge will dribble it to the left wing. Rutledge able to do so, looks to set it up as she does to Gunville here. Gunville back to Rutledge. Rutledge to the baseline, Mickelson. Mickelson at the left wing, good hand defensively by Mathis. It goes off of Mickelson's foot and a turnover here on South Prairie-Max. 3:37 to play in the second quarter. A score here for the Vikings makes it a 1-possession game. As they'll see this for Kindred with Nipstead. Nipstead in the front court. Right-handed side, we'll see this now to Odegaard. Odegaard to Liza Trembeth. Trembeth takes the screen. Liza, as they clear it out, will slip it left-handed side to Peterson at the baseline. Odegaard. Odegaard will see this one, takes the ball screen here, as running into her teammate in Mathis, uses up the dribble, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bounce pass, Double team comes, and that's going to get thrown away to Rutledge. Rutledge will work with it. Rutledge leads a 3-on-2. Rutledge to the paint, off the window. Shot no. Rebound is loose, and eventually one to the Vikings. Nipstead pushing with a 2-on-2. Nipstead will see this one to the paint. Nipstead off the window and got it to go. Nipstead goes coast to coast. She's got 9, and the Vikings are back within 3. Rutledge pass right wing to Beck. Beck gets out of a double team at the top, leaves it left-handed side as this one goes to Talbot. Back to the right-handed side. Here's a rainbow 3 by Beck, nothing but twine. Scotty Beck with her second triple of the half. She's got 6. Royals, that's the margin, 24-18 as Nipstead sees it in the front court. Sierra takes not 1 but 2 screens foul here on Rutledge. It'll be her team's second foul of the entirety of the game. Kindred only has 3 so far, with 2 of them being on Ivy Trembeth, and a media timeout on the floor. 24-18 is South Prairie-Max with the advantage here on YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
It's the final 2 minutes and 25 seconds of the first half of play. The broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. It's the South Prairie-Max Royals. 3 field goals in the quarter so far. They got 7 points after having 17 points in the first quarter. While for the Kindred Vikings, they just have 5 points in the second. 2 made field goals by Sierra Nipstead, and an Odegaard free throw has got us to our score here at 24-18. But from a Kindred perspective, you got to like the start of this game in terms of the pace and how it's going from a Sam Brandt club. As this South Prairie-Max Royal team, you talk with coaches, just seems like there's clones of 5'10", 5'9", 5'11 players on the floor that can play about every position offensively and defensively. They got the horses in the stable for the Royals. As Liza Trembeth takes the screen by Odegaard. Trembeth, little Euro step inside. Got it. That was smooth. Liza Trembeth has 8 after the little rub screen by Odegaard. Vikings back within 4. Talbot will see this one. Baseball pass left-handed side. Mickelson power dribble across the way to Beck. Beck throws it up. No rebound. Odegaard on the interior. Rips it away now to Nipstead. Nipstead will see this for the Vikings. And Odegaard coming up large again on the window for Kindred. Nipstead, left-handed side, takes the screen, left wing on the weave as they give this one now to Mathis, as Rose pretty much trying to bottle up Liza Trembeth on the face guard. Odegaard to Nipstead. Nipstead with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Sierra makes her way to the high post, looking to spin. Step through with the left hand, can't get it. Rebound to Beck as Beck looks for the transition. Beck will push to Rose. Rose on the left short corner. Takes it left and inside. Mickelson back to Rose at the left wing. Rose with 2 hard dribbles. Skips it. Talbot, slit pass, right baseline. Rutledge, rainbow 3, short. Rebound. Mathis is out of bounds. And it will be South Prairie-Max basketball. Gunville to check in here for the Royals as Mickelson will check out. South Prairie-Max to inbound the basketball. Talbot on the way with 73 seconds left to play in this first half. Talbot up top, Rutledge left-handed side. Rutledge at the left wing, takes the dribble, zips it right wing to Beck, extra fine. Talbot, right wing triple, got it. Macy with the 3, her second of the tournament, her first tonight. And the Royals, again, once they get good ball movement and 1 or 2 reversals, they've gotten open looks. They lead it by 7. Nipstead, front court here for Kindred. Sierra using up the dribble, leaves it right-handed side. This one goes through the hands of Peterson, and a turnover for the Vikings. So 46.4 seconds left to play in this second quarter. South Prairie-Max up by 7. It was the Royals. We're up 14-7, 21-14, and now 27-20. Talbot to Rutledge, deep three-pointer, that goes long. Rebound is loose. Liza Trembeth comes away with it. Liza wants to run. Trembeth in transition. We'll see this crossing over right to left to the paint over Rutledge with the left hand. No. Rebound is won by Rose as Rose sees it in a timeout here for Corey McIver. 25.2 seconds left to play here in the opening half. We'll take a break with them here on your liveevent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
27-20 for South Prairie-Max. They have the advantage here on YourLiveEvent.com. Timeout brought to you in part by Nodak Insurance with Chris Moan. Agency, your agents with answers in Grand Forks and surrounding Nelson County. That's Chris Moan, Nodak Insurance Company. So after the timeout, your use it or lose it timeout. South Prairie-Max will have 3 remaining. Got to burn one before the half, otherwise you lose it. You go down to 3 with all the media timeouts. Ball gets swung. Gunville left-handed side. We'll see it. Rutledge. Left wing triple is going to be off the iron. Rebound goes out of bounds, and it will be Viking basketball. So Kindred will have 9.5 to play here in the first half with Nipstead to inbound it. Full court pressure defense for South Prairie-Max. They have 2 fouls, so if they get burned and get a quick foul to set up defensively. Liza Trembet. Liza to Nipstead. Nipstead gets by Gunville, has some space. Left-handed side to Ivy, back to Sierra. Jumper at the left wing is going to go off the iron. Rebound is loose, and one to Scotty Beck, and that's how we'll end this first half of play. It's the number 1 seed, South Prairie-Max Royals 27, the 4th seeded Kindred Vikings 20, as we head to the half here in Jamestown on your liveevent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early, because sometimes it's gone early, because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Today here on YourLiveEvent.com, South Prairie-Max led by 27 points, with Kindred has 20. For the South Prairie-Max Royals, they are led here in this one as they have made 4 3-pointers so far, 2 in each quarter. For the Kindred Vikings, they've made 1 3. That was by Sierra Nipstead back in the first. South Prairie-Max 17 points in the first quarter, 10 in the second. Vikings with 13 points in the first quarter and 7 points in quarter number 2 here in this contest. Still to come at the half, we'll also dive into what happened earlier today here from the State A Girls Basketball Tournament, keep you apprised of what's going on across the state of North Dakota as well here from the Civic Center. As for the Kindred Vikings and South Prairie-Max Royals, South Prairie-Max shooting 10 of 29 from the floor at 34%, 4 of 17 from 3, and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. They have 7 assists to 5 turnovers here for South Prairie-Max. While for the Kindred Vikings, 8 of 30 shooting from the floor at 26%. 1 of 10 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line, 15 rebounds, 3 assists to 4 turnovers here for the Kindred Vikings. Individually, South Prairie-Max led by the 6 points in the way for Scotty Beck. You have 6 as well for Brianna Rose. Rose with 6 rebounds, Beck with 4 boards. 5 points, 5 rebounds for Mickelson here for the Royals as well. 3 points for Talbot, 5 points for Rutledge with a triple, and 2 points for Gunville. For the Kindred Vikings, led by the 9 points of Sierra Nipstead with 3 rebounds. You have 8 points for Liza Trembeth with 3 boards, 2 points for Ivy Trembeth, and 1 point for Kate Odegaard. That's a look at your first half numbers here on YourLiveEvent.com. We come back. Second half action is next here inside the Civic Center.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 19th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, plus 12 elite hand-picked registered heifers. Request a catalog today. Same reliable program, new exciting genetics. March 19th, the Annual Bull Sale. Visit Facebook Jacobson Red Angus or call Gary Jacobson 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. The sale will be live on TV auction. Thursday, March 19th, 1 p.m.
The World of Outlaws late models are coming to Norman County Raceway on June 30th, 2026. Infield seating, your chance to meet your favorite National Touring Series drivers, and much, much more. Tickets are available now at ncraceway.com. Order yours today.
And we'll see you June 30th, 2026.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
In agriculture, the one thing you can count on is uncertainty. What if the GPS short circuits in your tractor? Do you have equipment breakdown coverage? Nodak Insurance has been insuring farmers and ranchers for over 70 years, and we've come across about every scenario you can imagine. Hi, I'm Chris Moen, your agent with answers at Nodak Insurance Company. I know insurance, I know North Dakota, and I might even know you. Call me today for details on how we can protect your farming operation at 757-1613.
As we take a look at what happened earlier today here on YourLiveEvent.com and what happened with the Valley City Highlanders and the Thompson Tommies. And Thompson able to get going in the second half, but unfortunately it was a little too late as they scored 43 points in the second half, but they just scored 9 points in the first. Valley City was able to put up 39 points in the second half, 21 in the second. Highlanders behind a double-double of Katie Burchell, 24 points and 10 rebounds, pick up the win and advance to the state championship for back-to-back years. Well, for the Thompson Tommies, led by the 22 points of Kaya Hurst and 4 rebounds as Thompson comes up short here in the semifinals. Here's what the bracket will look like then tomorrow. 7th place game at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's Devils Lake and Watford City. The Consolation Championship at 11:45 will feature Rugby and Hazen. 3rd place game will be Thompson against the loser of this game at 3, with Valley City playing the championship at 5 o'clock. So that's, again, a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. What happened earlier today. Here's a look at what your out-of-town scoreboard looks like across the state of North Dakota in high school basketball. In boys basketball play in the EDC, West Fargo ups and Davies in a semifinal 86-59 as the Packers will play for a championship, and it'll be an all West Fargo showdown after Cheyenne upsets Horace 71-67. North beats South and Central beats Red River. So this means state qualifiers will feature Davies and Central. North will go up against Horace, and the championship of West Fargo and Cheyenne in boys EDC play. In the WDA, Minot with the win over Minot North in a loser-out game, Mandan over St. Mary's. Bismarck High and Bismarck Century picked up wins over Legacy and Dickinson, respectively. You have state qualifiers tomorrow with Dickinson and Minot, Legacy and Mandan, and on the boys' side as well, Bismarck High and Century will play in the championship. That's out in the WDA. That's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. At the half, South Prairie-Max leads it by 7 here for the Jamestown Civic Center.
United
Valley Bank's initials are UVB, and that B is a verb that helps people just like you succeed. UVB amazing, with the support of our powerful financial tools, friendly bankers, and local decision makers. UVB adventurous. UVB the best version of you.
It's all about you, United Valley Bank. Our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
High school basketball tournament coverage continues here on YourLiveEvent.com. The South Prairie Royals with a 7-point edge over the Kindred Vikings as it stands right now as we make our way to this second half of play. South Prairie-Max with Rutledge, Talbot on the floor. You got Scotty Beck with Rose and alongside with Mickelson here, their original starting five for South Prairie-Max. Nipstead with Odegaard, Liza Trembeth, Ivy Trembeth, and Collins McQuillan. Original starting five for Coach Brandt and the Kindred Vikings. 1-3-1 zone continues. Ball goes to right short corner. Rutledge left and inside. Talbot skips it to Beck. Right wing triple. The three-pointer's up and in. Scotty Beck with the triple. She's got her Thornmain three. 9 points in the game as the Royals have a 10-point advantage. Rose gets the steal. Rose will see this one. Right-hand side, right to the paint, off the window, no. Rebound is loose. Nipstead will come away with it. Sierra pushing up the floor. Liza Trembeth, right-handed side. Liza, Collins range, triple, right wing long. Rebound to McQuillan. 15-footer goes off the lip of the rim. And a board here to Rutledge. Rutledge able to get this one up the floor as they do. They'll see it with Talbot. Right baseline open, Beck three-pointer long, rebound box out, good board here by Odegaard as Liza Trembeth with it to Collins McQuillan up the floor now to Nipstead. Nipstead will see this one as they do. Up top to Odegaard, open is Liza, shot fake, Liza Trembeth with the runner up and in. Liza Trembeth from the left baseline, now in double digits with 10, and the Kindred Vikings are back with an 8. Talbot left and inside, ball fake comes, right-hand wing, as South Prairie-Max will get the ball right back after the reversal to Mickelson on the left baseline. Mickelson gets doubled. Talbot will see it high post as ripping it through is going to be Rutledge. Jumper from 15, no. Rebound loose, Ivy Trembeth looking to outlet. Rutledge is there, got her hand on it, and Rutledge gets the steal for the 5'10 guard. Talbot right-hand side zips it on the skip. That goes on the interior. Point blank layup is missed by Mickelson. Jump ball, and this one will go towards the Kindred Vikings. Kindred, by all means, very much in this game against the number 1 seed who looked like world beaters yesterday in terms of how they were able to shoot, get up and down the floor for this Royals club. Well, the Vikings doing what they need to do. Now it's a matter, can they get 1 or 2 good runs here for Kindred, as here comes a half-court trap by the Royals and we get a foul. Foul assessed either on Beck or Rutledge. We'll see who this foul will be assessed to. That'll be on Rutledge, her third, team's first, and so far Rutledge has picked up all 3 fouls for South Prairie-Max in this contest, as Gunville will check in now for the Royals. McQuillan to inbound it right in front of us to Nipstead. Sierra leaves it right-handed side to Liza. Trembeth here with 30 seconds on the shot clock. Gives this one back up top, making her way around the world as they handle it. Liza with the pass on the interior, slips it to Collins. McQuillan with the left baseline triple off of who? Be last touch off of Gunville, and it goes to the Royals. After the shot attempt, as the Royals will see this one here with Gunville to inbound the basketball. Gunville will see this one to Talbot as Nipstead plays on top of that zone. Ivy Trembeth playing on the bottom. of this 1-3-1. Beck with the skip, left-handed side, goes to McIver. McIver leaves it left wing. Talbot back up top as they work it around the world. As Gunville sees it, and it's a turnover as the Vikings with Nipstead go the other side of the floor. Sierra trying to go to the paint, off the window, and nearly got the end one. Sierra Nipstead to the free throw line to shoot 2 as the foul attempts on South Prairie-Max will be on Talbot, her first, team second of the quarter, and 2 free throws here for Nipstead. Sierra Nipstead, a 67% free throw shooter on the season, hits the first, now in double digits with 10. You have Eliza with 10, Nipstead with 10, making up 20 of their 23 and now 21 of their 24 as Nipstead has 11. Vikings back within 6, 2-possession game. Next ball will be immediate timeout. Nipstead gets a steal off of Rose, and there's a foul. Nipstead with her left hand got the deflection. Rose will pick it up on the foul as Rose will have her first, team's third, and we'll get 2 free throws for Nipstead coming out of the break. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, 5:27 left to play in quarter number 3. It's the Royals 30, Kindred 24.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns: weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At Irie Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact Irie Insurance for guidance you can trust.
South Prairie-Max 30, the Kindred Vikings 24 here today on YourLiveEvent.com. As for Nipstead, we'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2 after the timeout on the floor and the steal. Fouled there by Rose, and South Prairie-Max now picking up some turnovers here in the second half and fouls Nipstead up and in. Nipstead with 12 points here. She scored 5 in the first quarter, 4 in the second, 3 so far here in quarter number 3, as Sierra will see free throw attempt number 2 upcoming, and the second one is in out, no good. Rebound comes down to South Prairie-Max, and the Royals will handle this up by 5 as they see it with Talbot in the front court. Up and over on the pass, left-handed side. We'll see it to Beck. Back to Talbot, inside to Rose. Good hand defensively by the Vikings. And Odegaard on the interior of that 1-3-1 again continues to be active here this evening. Royals with Talbot to inbound the basketball. As they do, they leave it left pocket. 3-pointer on the way. Yes! Scotty Beck with the triple. That's her 4th 3 of the contest. She's got 12. And the Vikings now down by 8 with the basketball in the front court. Nipstead up top. That goes to Trembeth. Liza leaves it left wing. Nipstead comes through as it nearly was stolen away. Trembeth left and inside to Ivy. Back to Odegaard. Odegaard will give it back up top to Sierra. Nipstead takes a couple of dribbles from the left wing. Nipstead uses up the dribble. Able to spin. Thought about a shot. Left-handed side, Odegaard back up top, and Gunville gets the steal. Gunville will handle the rock, looking to go coast to coast. Right-handed shot off the backboard, no. Rebound comes down to Beck as they give it to Talbot. Talbot wraparound pass to Rose. Rose one hard dribble to Gunville. Right baseline 3 by Gunville. Tee it up off the iron, no. Rebound is going to be put up and in. Mickelson's got 7 from the left block here, and the Royals up by 10. 4:20 to play. Well, 5-0 run for South Prairie-Max. Odegaard leaves it to Nipstead. Next step ball will have 4 substitutions. Right-hand side goes to Collins. McQuillan jumper from the baseline. Got it to go. Deep 2-pointer. Collins McQuillan gets in the scoring column. That's the 5th Viking to score in this one. Kindred back with an 8. Pass near side. South Prairie-Max to Gunville, right wing. Gunville will leave it now to Beck. Beck tees up a 3-pointer off the iron. Rebound is loose eventually as Mickelson will throw this one away then to her head coach in Corey McIver. Turnover here for the Royals. It was Rao will return here for the Royals. And we'll see Peterson alongside with Mathis back into the game now, and Starcevic for Kindred with Nipstead and Liza Trembeth on the floor for the Kindred Vikings. Liza Trembest sees it. South Prairie-Max, little 3-2 zone up top, and with that length and athleticism, looking to trap when they can. Nipstead right-handed side, as this will be a bounce pass to Starsvik on the interior. Nipstead back to Starsvik. Starsvik right-handed side three-pointer blocked by Gunville. Rose will see it. Nipstead in the backcourt, and we get a jump ball with the arrow favoring South Prairie-Max. Good job, though, Sierra just not allowing Rose to turn the corner and get up the near sideline, as the Royals will have to contend with a little full-court press, as they'll double back on the shot clock here with the possession. Let's see if it's at 33 or a fresh 35, and they'll reset to 35. So South Prairie-Max on the inbound, sees it to Beck. Beck pops a pass to Talbot. Talbot trying to get by Trembeth up the far sideline. Able to see this one on the step through left wing as they make it to the baseline. Gunville launches a three, bucket. Gunville with her first three-pointer of the night. She's got 5 points after going 4 of 4 from the three-point line yesterday against Watford City. Nipstead in the front court, leaves it left and inside Peterson. Peterson back to Sierra. Nipstead to the baseline. Starsvik's open three-pointer, swirling on in. Starsvik with the triple here for the Vikings. Their second three of the game and first since the opening quarter. Vikings back with an 8 that kind of feels familiar in that Valley City Thompson game, where Thompson was trying to get over the 7-point hurdle. Jumper for Beck, three-pointer off the lip of the rim. Rebound is loose underneath. Nipstead will come away with it, and a foul for the Royals. That's their fourth of the quarter, and we get immediate timeout on the floor. Rose picks up her foul. That'll be her second, team's fourth. Immediate timeout on the floor. Kindred down by 8 with the ball when we return.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsborough, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Out of the timeout here on YourLiveEvent.com. 2:41 to play here on Your Live Event. Timeout brought to you in part by Nonek Insurance Company with Chris Moan Agency, 701-757-1613 with agents in Grand Forks and Nelson County. For the Royals, this is a team that has had volume of points throughout the course of the year. Their season low, just taking a look at it throughout the course in terms of points that they've been held to, was 47 against Carrington in the season opener. Since then, they pretty much erupted for scoring as a shot is blocked. Liza Trembeth gets the ball back. Another block shot, this time by Beck. Raul Cetus Nipstead gets a hand on it. 6 of the first 8 games for South Prairie-Max, they were held under 70 points. 8 times total. And since then, they have scored 70 like it's going out of business here for the Royals after the first about month of the season. So from a Viking perspective defensively, this is what you've liked to see so far as they see this right-handed side, and this will be a turnover out of bounds as South Prairie-Max will give it right back to the Vikings. As South Prairie-Max here with Raul will check into the game, or check out of the game. Gunville on top of this zone, alongside with Rutledge and Scotty Beck. Ball goes left and inside Mathis to the baseline. They'll see this one left wing to Peterson. Back to Mathis here. Mathis getting doubled, nearly got a double, use up the dribble, and Sam Brandt wants to save the possession and use the timeout here with 2:02 left to play in the third quarter. Time on the floor with 2:02 left to play. Vikings with the ball when we return.
What's going going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassi Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve, so we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassi Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As we return here after the timeout, as the Kindred Vikings with Sam Brandt will have 2 remaining. South Prairie-Max has 3. Vikings have yet to commit a foul here in this quarter. While if South Prairie-Max fouls, there'll be 2 free throws here for Kindred. Liza Trembett sees this one to Nipstead. Nipstead left-handed side as they will give it left wing to Ivy. Skips it now to Collins to the baseline here to Odegaard. Odegaard interior to Nipstead. Nipstead from the right baseline up and in. Nipstead her first field goal of the half. She's got 5 in the quarter, 14 in the game. Vikings back within 6. Back to the right baseline. Gunville lines up a right pocket 3. That goes long. Rebound 1 to Nipstead. Rutledge gets on the floor with Sierra, and eventually Rutledge will come away with it. Up top to Scotty Beck as Beck wraparound pass to Rutledge. She lines up a 3-pointer left wing short. Rebound is loose underneath, and Beck will see this in a foul. Scotty Beck to the free throw line. She got an offensive board, and we'll see free throw upcoming. Liza Trembeth will pick up the foul, her first. Team's first of this second half for Kindred, and 2 free throws here for Scotty Beck. Beck has made 7 3-pointers so far in this tournament. Free throw attempt is up and in. Now the Bakers dozen in scoring as Rose will check in for Gunville here with 78 seconds left to play in the third quarter. As South Prairie-Max looking to see if they can take a potential double-digit lead going into the fourth quarter as Beck hits both of them. She's got 14. Nipstead will see it up the near sideline for the Vikings. Left-hand side to Liza. Trembeth back to Sierra. Up and over on the pass to Collins. Nipstead left-handed side with it to the baseline as they give it left wing now to Liza Trembeth. Shot goes long. Rebound gets tipped down and eventually will be a good hand here on the baseline as the arrow will favor towards the Kindred Vikings as they'll see the water bottle go off the floor and back here to the possession for Kindred with 1:01 left to play in this third period as they will inbound it here with Liza Trembeth right in front of us. Free throw line extended on the near sideline to Nipstead. Nipstead will see it to Liza. Liza with it back up top to Sierra, able to reverse it to Ivy as Nipstead sees this one right wing, lines up a 3-pointer. Liza Trembeth off the iron. Rebound, Nipstead trying to save it, does, slips it off and right to a Royal to Beck. Now it's to Rutledge. Rutledge up the floor to Rose. Rose, one hard dribble off the window, good for 2. Rose in transition, her first field goal of the half. She's got 8, and the Royals lead by 10. Ivy Trembeth being guarded by Rose. About a 3-second to shot clock, game clock differential. Nipstead doesn't care. Schulantz from the right pocket and bury a triple. Nipstead now with 17, and the Vikings are back within 7. This is very reminiscent of that Thompson Valley City game of the first state semifinal. Right-handed side goes back, left wing, Rutledge. Or see that Rose looking for the outlet was Ivy Trembeth, but she threw it right back to Beck, who goes down the paint up and in. 4 seconds to play, 3 seconds. Nipstead with 2. Nipstead trying to beat the horn, heaves, and that'll go short. That's how we'll end our our third quarter of play. It's South Prairie-Max up by 9 as we head to the fourth.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
High school basketball here today as we enter the fourth quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank Scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhb.bank. From the Jamestown Civic Center, it's a 44-35 lead here for South Prairie-Max as we make our way to quarter number 4, as the Royals are 8 minutes away as it stands right now to get to their second championship in the last 3 years, after 2 years ago finishing runner-up in the state tournament. Right pocket three here for the Vikings. Collins McQuillan from the right pocket. That's a team start three-pointer. Vikings back within now 8. Left-handed side. This one goes to Rutledge. Rutledge with the dribble, leaves it right wing as this one gets skipped back to Rutledge here to Talbot. Right-handed side, Talbot to the baseline. Good hand by Liza Trembeth as it will remain in the hands here of the South Prairie-Max Royals. Talbot to inbound it here for the Royals as she does with 19 seconds left on the shot clock, as they will handle this one right at the key up top. This goes to Rose Nipstead, will commit the foul. Nipstead with the foul. That'll be her first along the way and the team's first of the fourth quarter. Fresh 35 on the shot clock for South Prairie-Max as the Royals with Talbot will inbound the basketball. Baseline out of bounds right. Talbot right-handed side. We'll see this one as they do to Rutledge. Rutledge with a couple of dribbles, right wing to Beck. Beck will see this back to Rutledge on the near side, up and over on the pass to Rose. Bounce pass left-handed side. Mickelson up and in. So Mickelson's got 9. That reversal again, once they get the one reverse and they get it crossed, especially that high-low game, has been a little difference here against that 1-3-1. Liza Trembeth, left wing. Liza with it, pop pass to Nipstead on the interior, reverse it. Collins McQuillan launches another three, and it's in! It was halfway down, nearly rattled out, and Collins now has 8 points, her second three-pointer here of the contest. Vikings back within 5. Liza nearly got the steal. This ball gets skipped to Rutledge. Rutledge to Talbot, right-handed side. Talbot with 20 seconds on the shot clock will set up the offense, looks for it. Mickelson on the interior will be out of bounds. Yes, she will, and it will be a turnover here on the Royals. South Prairie-Max turns the ball over, and the Vikings with a made field goal here can make it a one-possession game. Nipstead in the front court. Right-handed side, Sierra skips it left wing. Mathis gonna drive. Mathis will see this one slip pass. Odegaard jumper from 10 long. Rebound comes down here to the Royals. Talbot weaving her way, zings it left-handed side. Here goes a Rose jumper from 18, got it. Rose now with 10 points. She scored in every quarter. The Royals lead it by 7. Nipstead, right baseline. Collins wants another three-pointer. McQuillan buries another one. When you're hot, you're hot. Collins McQuillan with all 9 points and 3 threes in the quarter here for the Vikings. 2 minutes into the fourth. Deflection. This one is off of who? It's off of Rose on a bounce, and it will be Viking basketball. Odegaard and Ivy Trembeth with it as we get a substitution here with Gunville to check in alongside with Rao. As checking out will be Mickelson and Talbot. But the story of the quarter is the sophomore guard, Collins McQuillan. She's got 11 points. Sierra Nipstead with 17. Liza Trembeth has 10 for the Vikings. Still, it's a two-possession game. Nipstead on the inside, spins to Collins, right-handed side. Now it goes to Odegaard. Odegaard with the shot fake. Odegaard, couple of dribbles here inside the paint. Odegaard gonna go, bounce pass to Mathis. Mathis at the left wing, double team comes down to Liza. Liza from downtown Jamestown is short. Rebound is gonna be tipped right in the hands of Rao. Rao will see it to Beck. Back at the free throw line, drive kick, Rutledge. Left wing triple is up and the three-pointer is off the iron. Rebound, put back high off the window, no. It's still loose underneath. Beck saves it right to Rose. Rose with the power dribble and got it to go. Rose inside the paint has 12, and the Royals now lead it by 6. 5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Liza Trembeth in the front court for the Vikings. As Kindred with under 5 minutes to play, we'll see this one Little flare action. Liza zips it on the interior to Odegaard. Ball gets deflected. It goes to Gunville, and a turnover as the Royals will see this one in the front court. No one's going to stop the ball, so Rose will attack the paint, and she gets fouled. Mathis will pick it up, her first, team second, and we get immediate timeout on the floor. 4:45 to play here in the fourth quarter. Royals up by 6 with 2 free throws upcoming with Rose. Over return.
Red River Valley winters are demanding. The expert heating and plumbing technicians at Bears Home Solutions will keep your home warm, dry, and comfortable all winter long. When winter's chill is in the air,
You need a bear in there.
check out bearshomesolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Now for Collins McQuillan, 11 points in this contest. She's hit 11 threes coming into tonight, and she's buried 3 of them here in the fourth quarter. So now she's got 14, and she has been the answer that Kindred needed here so far in this fourth quarter offensively. But the question becomes, can the Vikings make it a one-possession game? They've gotten tight, gotten it down to 6, gotten it down here to 2 possessions. Just a matter of can they get it down to 1 possession. Rose, free throw after the timeout, up and in. Rose with 13. She's 3 of 3 from the free throw line as the Royals lead it by 7. Try to make it an 8-point contest. Second one got it to go. And we get the substitution coming in here for South Prairie-Max. Rose will check out as Mickelson will check in. Rose with 14 points here tonight for South Prairie-Max for the senior forward. Kindred with Sierra Nipstead in the front court. Vikings down by 8. Mathis will take a couple of dribbles as she does. Hands it off to Liza. Trembeth with it. Little rub screen coming. Liza goes between the legs. Liza, couple hard dribbles, able to spin. Turnaround jumper from 13. Rim rattle, roll out. Rebound is loose. Coming up with it will be Collins up top to Liza. Trembeth to Nipstead. Left wing triple here for Sierra. It's short rebound on the way to Beck. Beck will see it to Rutledge. Rutledge, right-handed side, back to the left wing. Royals will see it on the pass as they handle this one right wing. Back left-handed side as they see it with Talbot to Beck. Beck with a deep three-pointer off the side of the rim. Rebound to Mathis. Mathis sees it. It's on the deck as Rutledge gets the steal. Rutledge with the step through back to back up top here as that one will go to Michelson to the baseline now. Couple of dribbles tiptoeing their way and a body foul. Talbot was on the end line. Foul here on the Kindred Vikings with 3:47 in the fourth quarter as the foul will be assessed on Ivy Trembeth, her third, the team's third. As Kate Odegaard will check in, as coming out will be Mathis here for the Kindred Vikings. South Prairie-Max to inbound this one. As they do, they give it up top. Crossing over left to right. Talbot to the baseline. Gunville, right pocket, three-pointer, short right in the hands, though, of Rutledge, and she's going to be tied up with it, but she gets the ball back, and she rips it through and throws it up. Riley Rutledge now with 7. Royals back up by 10. Collins McQuillan will see this one, and it's going to be a turnover here on the Kindred Vikings. 3:29 to play in the fourth quarter. South Prairie-Max 54-44 as Collins was trying to push the floor up to Nipstead and just couldn't handle the basketball. So turnover here as South Prairie-Max can now start playing the time game a little bit unless Kindred can get the steal. It's on the deck. Ball is loose as they see this up top as there's going to be a hard dribble by Beck along the way. Beck gives it up top to Rutledge. Rutledge with 17 seconds here on the shot clock. Rutledge with the pass right wing to the baseline. Ball gets deflected by Liza, and it will be South Prairie-Max basketball. State semifinals where Valley City, the defending champs, sits and waits after their win over the Thompson Tommies earlier tonight and the other state semi. As they give this one up top, Rutledge will see this driving kick now to Beck. Beck is able to spin at the high post, back to a left wing. 6 seconds on the shot clock up top. Liza Trembeth gets the steal. Trembeth looking to go coast to coast, left-handed layup for 2. First field goal of the quarter for Liza Trembeth. She has 12. Vikings back with an 8. That's what they'll need more of as Rutledge weaves her way. Right-hand side, Mickelson, right pocket, 3, book it. Mickelson's got 12, a three-pointer here for the Royals, and a timeout for head coach Sam Brandt. 2:39 to play here in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor. South Prairie-Max leads it by 11.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
New Solid-Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid-Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Fourth quarter play. If you're joining this broadcast, please give us a share, give us a like across our YouTube channel by searching Your Live Event. You can also go to yourliveevent.com. 57-46, 2:39 to play here in the fourth. As the South Prairie-Max Royals with the advantage here over the Kindred Vikings as it stands now. Kindred still has time to make a comeback, but a lot of things got to go right from the team that's clad in blue tonight here in Kindred. Nipstead in the front court. Sierra right-hand side skips it to Odegaard. Odegaard with it at the left wing, back to Nipstead. Nipstead crossing over left to right, makes her way inside the paint. Nipstead then just walked with it. Turnover here for the Kindred Vikings. As for South Prairie-Max, and we'll see this as they give it up the floor with Rutledge. This one goes left and inside as it'll be to Mickelson. Mickelson up off the window, good for 2. As Mickelson able to have 14 points now, and she finishes with the left hand as well from the left baseline. It's a 13-point contest. Liza Trembeth, right wing, with the pass to Nipstead. Nipstead sees it at the high post on the kick now to Odegaard. Odegaard weaving her way through. Odegaard gives it, uses up her dribble, looking for a back to Collins. Good hand defensively by Beck. And Beck comes away with a steal. Beck will see this one up the floor. This goes to Rutledge. Rutledge here will make her way. Bounce pass left and inside. There's a foul. 2 free throws for Mickelson, who's been a problem from the Kindred perspective here in this quarter. She scored 7 points of the Royals' 13 here in the fourth quarter. Free throw attempt is short. Foul will be assessed on Collins McQuillan, her first, team's 4th. As we see the substitution coming in the game will be Emma Mathis. Substituting out will be Ivy Trembeth. Second free throw attempts here for South Prairie-Max. Mickelson swirls the second one on in. She's got 8 here in the quarter. Royals lead at 60-46. They average against 74 points per contest. Nipstead on the inside, leaves it right-handed side. Odegaard, three-pointer, that goes long. Rebound one to Rose, and Rose up the floor with a head of steam. Rose will see this one bounce pass left and inside. There's a foul. Mathis picks up the foul, her second, team's 5th, and we'll see 2 more free throws here for Mickelson. As Mickelson will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 91 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. South Prairie-Max 60, Kindred 46. Free throw attempt is good. So Mickelson hits free throw attempt number 1, second one on the way with 91 seconds here in the fourth quarter, and Mickelson hits a second. And we get a timeout on the floor for Corey McIver here for South Prairie-Max. This will be a short pause with 91 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
South Prairie-Max has outscored Kindred 18-11 in this fourth quarter, but if you take away the Collins-McQuillan threes, it would be a different story right now because she hit 3 of them. So far, Liza Trembeth with 1 field goal in this quarter. Sierra Nipstead has yet to score. Nipstead trying to change that to the paint off the window, right on cue and count it. Sierra Nipstead with the continuations, got 19, a chance to make it 20 at the line. As a foul will be assessed here on Mickelson. Her first, team's first of the fourth quarter, and Nipstead to the stripe, trying to put 20 points up on the night here for Kindred, and does. So Nipstead now with 20. Rose full court pressure defense on the inbound, so we'll get the ball right back, reverse it to Talbot. Talbot heaves it up the floor as they do to Rutledge. Rutledge at the left wing takes a couple of dribbles, is now trying to just milk up some clock as Kindred's going to have to start fouling here, and they do. Nipstead will pick up the foul, her second. And this is the old, got to find a way to create possessions in a game, and it's all about fouling right now, and got to score the other side and hope that you get some missed free throw attempts from a South Prairie-Max perspective for the Vikings with 71 seconds left to play. Free throw attempt here is going to be up and good for Rutledge. Rutledge has 8 points. South Prairie-Max leads at 63-49. As we'll see free throw attempt number 2 up and in. Rutledge has 9. 64 points now all of a sudden here for the Vikings. Ball goes left inside Eliza Trembeth out of bounds. Will be last touched by a different number 1, and that number 1 here is Rutledge for South Prairie-Max with Riley. Vikings to inbound as they do left and inside. They get the ball back to Sierra Nipstead on the interior, off the window, good for 2. Nipstead has 22 points. Vikings full court press. Talbot sees it. Nipstead will come up with it. Jump ball in the arrow will favor the Royals. As we'll see, no substitution. For a second there, had a player from South Prairie-Max making her way towards the scores table, but she comes back to the bench as Rose gets the ball up the floor quickly to Rutledge here. Rutledge with a couple of dribbles left and inside. There's the foul by Collins-McQuillan to stop the clock, her second. And 2 free throws here for Scotty Beck. And Scotty Beck has 16 points, 4 3-pointers here on the night for the senior guard for Scotty Beck. As the free throw attempt is going to be up and long. Second free throw attempt on the way here for Scotty. Now 2 of 3 from the stripe. As Beck makes the second one, she's got 17. Sierra Nipstead in the front court here for the Kindred Vikings. At the top of the key, she'll launch college range 3-pointer short off the iron. Rebound is loose. Rutledge will come up with it. Rose going the other side of the floor. Rose in transition, right-handed layup missing. Rebound to Mathis as it goes down to Nipstead. Nipstead will zip it up the floor to Collins. This one gets tipped looking for Liza off the hand as Beck is going to be on the deck with Collins, and we get the tie-up with the arrow to the Kindred Vikings. As the Vikings will inbound it here, we'll get a couple substitutions as Gunville will check in alongside with Rowell. It's Collins-McQuillan to inbound the basketball here for the Kindred Vikings. As Collins, we'll see this one up top. Liza Trembeth with it. Jumper from the left wing off the backboard, good for 2. Trembeth has 14. The Vikings now with 53 points, full court press. Rutledge gets this one in the front court. And for South Prairie-Max, it'll be the second time in 3 years that the Royals will make their way to a state championship game here in Division A. And the championship is set. It's the number 1 seed, South Prairie-Max, against the number 3 seed of the Valley City Highlanders, as Kindred will play Thompson for a third tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Your final on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's South Prairie-Max 65, Kindred 53. Our post-game show with the final stat line and numbers is to come here on your liveevent.com.
Before the farming season moves forward, there's one important decision to make. Every year brings unknowns. Weather, markets, yields. Multi-peril crop insurance helps protect the work you put in long before harvest. The MPCI crop insurance closing deadline is March 16th. At IRE Insurance, we've helped generations of farmers plan ahead with confidence. Let's make sure you're ready. Contact IRE Insurance for guidance you can trust.
Our Peterson Farm seed reps, real-life seed heroes, well, they've been known to go the extra mile, literally thousands of extra miles every year. And when they're not driving gravel roads, they're out walking fields and sampling soil. When time is the enemy, they're there to save what's left of the day. Are all Peterson Farm seed reps seed heroes? I guess that's a yes. Peterson Farm Seed, we're that kind of seed company.
As we come back here on YourLiveEvent.com and get to our final numbers and recap what happened earlier today as well from the state tournament, and we get to our player of the game, that and more is still to come. Here's what happened first as we got the matchup set now for tomorrow. Earlier, Rugby defeated Devils Lake 57-54 in the consolation semifinals. Hazen down Watford City 43-33. And then in the semifinal round action, Valley City over Thompson 60-52, and South Prairie-Max defeated Kindred 65-53 here just moments ago. So here's what the bracket looks like tomorrow for the place contest. 7th place at 10 o'clock in the morning, little brunch in basketball, Devils Lake and Watford City. At 11:45, it's Rugby and Hazen in the Consolation Championship. 3rd place will feature Thompson and Kindred at 3 o'clock. We'll have that game for you right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Then the championship is Valley City and South Prairie-Max. It'll be at 5 o'clock upcoming here tomorrow night inside the Jamestown Civic Center. So those are your matchups here for tomorrow. Again, Thompson Kindred will have for you at 3 o'clock. Pregame at about 2:45 tomorrow afternoon here in the Buffalo City. It's now time to get to our player of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com. Part of the players of the game here, I think a 1-2 combination of both a Beck and a Mickelson. Mickelson really went off in the 4th quarter, kind of was the closer, if you will. Here, Scotty Beck started things off in the 3rd quarter for the South Prairie-Max Royals, as Mickelson finishes with 17 points, 7 rebounds. Scotty Beck with 17 points and 8 rebounds here in this one. Those two players are our players of the game, brought to you in part by Enbridge. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. From there to our Agassi Precision Egg play of the contest. I think the play a little bit, it goes here to South Prairie-Max. That's the 3-point line in this one. They shot a lot of them, but hit a couple of timely ones when the Vikings were making a comeback, and one by Mickelson and one by Gunville in the 3rd quarter to kind of extend the lead up a little bit. Those 2 3-pointers in the 3rd and in the 4th quarter were just good momentum times when Kindred got it within single digits, or maybe even got it within 6 points. They hit a couple of timely threes. That's our play of the contest, brought to you in part by Agassi, your local precision planting dealer at Agassi Precision Egg in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. To our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, Collins McQuillan for the Kindred Vikings. She goes 3 of 4 from beyond the arc. She had just 11 3-pointers in the season coming into this game, and she would hit 3 of them here in the 3rd quarter. Collins McQuillan is our connection of the game, brought to you in part by Halstead Telephone Company. Discover local reliability you can trust and count on, servicing the rural areas and the local communities throughout the area of the Red River Valley at HalsteadTel.com. Final numbers, South Prairie-Max shoots 39% from the floor, 22 of 56, 8 of 30 from the land of 3, and 13 of 18 from the free throw line. Kindred shoots 35% from the floor. They go 6 of 23 from the 3-point line and 7 of 9 from the stripe. Rebounds, plus 16 for South Prairie-Max. You can argue that as they play the contest as well. Plus 16, 40 rebounds to 11 assists and 13 turnovers. Kindred with 24 rebounds, 8 assists, and 11 turnovers here tonight for the Kindred Vikings. Individually, South Prairie-Max again with Mickelson, 17 points on 6 of 9 shooting. You had 17 points for Scotty Beck, 14 points for Rose with 9 rebounds as well. 9 points with Rutledge, 5 points on the way for Gunville, and 3 points for Talbot here for the South Prairie-Max Royals. Kindred led by the 22 of Sierra Nipstead on 8 of 15 shooting from the field. Nipstead also had 2 3-pointers and 4 rebounds here today. Liza Trembeth, 14 points on 6 of 24 shooting from the floor. Trembeth, 14 points and 4 rebounds. 11 points for Collins McQuillan. From there, he had 2 points on the way for Ivy Trembeth with 4 rebounds. Starsvik with 3 points, and then Odegaard with 1 point, 3 boards, a couple of steals here in this contest for the Kindred Vikings. Let's look at the numbers here in this one as the South Prairie-Max Royals for the second time in the last 3 years will play for the championship. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, they will play for third place here at the state tournament going up against the Thompson Tommies. It'll be tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Join us for more high school sports tomorrow. Simply check out our YouTube channel and also our website for the complete rundown and schedule in Minnesota and North Dakota as we put a bow on our winter sports coverage. Until then, I'm Chase Miller. Thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast here tonight where the South Prairie-Max Royals able to top the Kindred Vikings in a tight semifinal round contest. Royals extended it a little bit late in the fourth quarter, but the Kindred Vikings put up a good fight here as they drop to now 20-6 on the season. South Prairie-Max improves to 25-1. It'll be the Royals looking for their first championship in program history against a team that they lost to in the state semifinals last year in Valley City. So 3 years of a state championship with 3 different state championship matchups, and see if South Prairie-Max can be the third team to win a state title, or can the Highlanders go back-to-back here in A. Again, good night from the Jamestown Civic Center.